Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik, and this is the game Won the Pacific, Advanced Edition. This is my play-by-even match against AsuRob. He's Allied Commander, and for me it is the Empire of Japan, 18th March 42. I have my both carrier division in action around Colombo and Fiji, killing more incoming airstrikes from the Allies, and trying to sink cruisers, destroyers, or whatever I can find. And this is now my hunter group. I let them loose. Normally this is my carrier cover force, and I let them loose to hunt down these enemy destroyers. This is a night engagement, and the British have already radar, so... And of course I don't have radar. Hitting destroyers at night, if they're operating freely, is not so easy. So I need to score a hit. And my battleship is hitting my destroyer, so I make collision damage again. So it's not that the ally is hitting me much, but I kill my ships with my battleship. I damage my destroyer with my battleship. That isn't, or battle cruiser in this case. And at the end I achieve nothing, but I have a heavy damage destroyer now. Yeah, that is not what I asked for. And my submarine failed, of course. I mean, that is hard to score a hit. But 6 torpedoes is already a lot of what the captain invested. This is my carrier fleet. Getting detected by an American submarine. And some allied ships are bombarding Darwin. Don't know where they come from. But this looks like a Clemson class destroyer. 2 of them. And I continue to pick up here the coast. And I sent in the 3rd tank regiment here, or 7th tank regiment, but the 3rd tank regiment now in Cebu to finally take the base and destroy the last air base in the Philippine Sea. So, yeah, means my service force was not able to really sink any destroyer. Still killing the Dutch here. And here's a stronger airstrike out of this airbase. Let's see. There are also buffaloes, but these are Navy buffaloes, so they have armor and they are normally more tough, but they are, I think, less. They have not the speed like a Wildcat. Anyway, so the good fighters are all defeated. Now it's only buffaloes. And now I can focus on the incoming dive bombers. So, total victory again. Good. And the unescorted Vindicators. Yesterday they turned around and escaped the slaughter. But not today. And this is a huge formation for British air fleet. A mix of everything, I would say. British Buffaloes, Hurricane 2A, Blenheim fighter bombers, or yeah. Also Hurricane 1s, they are normally outdated and not more a frontline fighter, but yeah. So Hurricane 1, 2A, 2B, and 1 against my zeros. But good coordination that they don't come one by one. So the HQ was able to form up the strike in one big punch. But what they can achieve, I don't know. Looks like the Hurricane 2B is not really a good dogfighter. But yeah, what is left? Not sure if the British can overcome my cap. No, Blenheims. That is normally a slaughter. They are bomber killers, but nothing more. Some Hurricane ones. No, if there's nothing else left. Big dogfight here over my carriers. I do not even really know where's the strike craft. Maybe these are fighter bombers and they're on Navy attack. Must be. Ah, there are some Blenheims behind. Hiding. This was a strike group. Oh, and because I was fighting so much with the escorts, maybe the strike aircraft is coming very low and then they're bypassing my cap. Good, so I slaughter all the fighters, but I was not able to stop the bombers. The bombers coming again very low, but score no hit. Without escort, naja, okay. They're turning around and I can only finish off one of them, maybe. And more buffaloes. But this will not really score anything more. Oh, the Blenheims are again able to bypass. But if you attack so low, then you have of course all the flak damage. And now without any escorts, my fighters are still too high up. There should be some potential hits, but at the end no. And this one, okay, now I was maybe too low, and now this guy's coming high at 15,000. More buffaloes with Hudsons. Nope, nothing yet. And the Americans also try it again. Buffalo, Warhawks and Dauntless. And 8 are able to attack me. But again, no hit. And it was only the morning, so maybe more is coming. Question is where, if there are still Allied aircraft left, can make a run. And my supplies are trying to reach the port for some reason. I was not in the port. Normally the calculation said that I will reach the port, but the port is more or less the air cover. Yeah, pity. But this 1000 bomb hit looks like it's not critical. It's only fire, no heavy damage. So luck at the end for me. But it was also unlucky that the task force was not under air cover. Yeah. And I finally can get a hit here at Pago Pago. But this is so risky to stay here in the shallow water. Oh no, this is west of Pago Pago. So this is the incoming. This is maybe the troop transport convoy just bring in this American force and yeah, achieve the victory at Suva. So get your one torpedo hit, at least something. Now I attack the enemy submarine, but only one hit, not enough. I need type 2 equipment to really fight submarines with my destroyers. And here is the Allied invasion of Marcus Island. I don't have here anything on the island because it's so far away from everywhere. But it is strange that guns are unloading at Marcus Island. Good. 2 tank divisions, the third is still unloading. Again, more destroyed. The battle here, the Chinese can hold, but the casualties are much higher for them. And other battle, similar like before, higher casualties for the Dutch, Chinese, and this is now the next battle we've been doing. Ford is still at 0, casualties are even, but again, slowly the Dutch are losing equipment. And I have, you know, the A and B company attacking here. There's a 28th Australian Brigade. They are strong, the rest is more or less defeated. And they can hold the line today. But also casualties are higher for the Australians. And I have double attack power on paper. So if I have enough supplies, I can continue this battle. So there was a lot of air action here today. I was hoping that my strike aircraft will also go out, but looks like no one was in range or missed the target, whatever. And I also avoided a real hit on my ships. You must take some risk to achieve something in the war. So air losses are 77 for the Allies and only 3 for me. So it was a great day for my zeros. At the end, I lost only 1 0 air-to-air and 1 more at AsuRobs. And the American, I think the British suffer here today much more. Hurricane 2, a lot. Hurricane 2 War A, plus Vindicators and Dauntlesses. I mean, a lot of fighter equipment is destroyed today. Not so many strike aircraft. But this is, of course, a number. And I lost only 1 wounded pilot. So I don't know if the guy here jumped up the ladder. I don't really care too much. The torches are still holding the top 3 positions, but yeah, I don't know for how long. That was okay. No sinking sound, so nothing of this is really destroyed. These 2 units are holding, but they are bleeding, and sooner or later they will give up. Nothing else here in China. Equipment arriving at Port Blair, but still not ready. This is my unlucky destroyer, hit the battle cruiser, so yeah, I have to leave the area. And I must also cover these guys, because not that there's maybe airstrike. I was lucky that there was no airstrike today against these guys. Simply the presence of carriers is too much potential or threat or whatever. Or to sink a carrier is simply much more than sinking a destroyer. So maybe the commander chooses to attack everything on the carrier. But this will maybe change tomorrow, so I better cover this retreating destroyer, because the destroyer is a good one. It's a first-class destroyer, and I don't want to lose them. So I missed the opportunity to sink this destroyer, but I was able to kill a lot of aircraft from the British Air Force here at Ceylon. So in the future, there's, at least in the next 2-3 weeks, I think there's simply not more much left what the British can throw on me. Hopefully. Good. And some of these guys have a busy day, and because they were so busy, you can see that their fatigue is so high. They're at a fatigue of 30. And this guy has lost 1 wounded pilot today. And but they achieve many kills, but I really don't know how many they achieved today. And this other group was also very busy because of 27. And maybe they achieved some more. I don't know. So this guy is maybe close to come be an ace. Anyway, this was all successful defense operation. So it was a lure and destroy operation, more or less, and with successful outcome for me. I simply try to delay the build-up of the Allies' ultimative air force striking power with hundreds of aircraft coming every day. So these are the APs, they're retreating, and I was able to damage one AP. Okay. But the cruisers are missing. I don't know, maybe they escape in the dot base, or I don't know. And more submarines hunting my carriers. Tja. Good. Then see you next time. Yeah, and my poor cargo ship was damaged. But maybe this is acceptable. If I reach the port, I can use the port facility to handle this kind of damage. So this bomb was powerful, but not able to really cripple the ship. Not now. So the rest of these supplies I can unload. Again, I don't know exactly why they stop here, but happened. Fighters are here ready to cover them. Good. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.